Infinite Ryda.
You get some get up out of road mode. It's a much better ride than my Dyna. It just wants to eat. Epic motorcycle, hands down. All right, so, hold on. All right, so I think what we're gonna do today is go out and review this 2025 Low Rider S. We've got one of them sitting out here on the floor, and I'm actually shocked that that bike is still here because that should be a really popular model. Now, as y'all all know, hopefully, if you've seen the channel before, I ride a 2006 Harley-Davidson FXD, which is the Super Glide model. It's the first year where they put the 6-speed on it, and it's kind of like a hybrid between the 2005 and the 2007, but I'll go over that in another video. So I'm a fan of the mid-size cruisers. I mean, my favorite Harley of all time is the 2017 Low Rider S. I absolutely love that bike, and hopefully someday I will end up having one of those in the garage. So I thought it'd be great to go and take this 2025 Low Rider S out. They've done a bunch of upgrades to this motorcycle this year that have improved it and made it a winner, in my opinion. So I'm gonna get the bike pulled out. I'm gonna do Speedway Harley-Davidson's review ride first, and then I'm gonna pick back up with y'all and we're gonna talk about this bike. So yeah, let's get outside. All right, so I just got done filming the ride review for Speedway Harley-Davidson's channel. Make sure you check that video out after you watch this one. And we are over here at Charlotte Motor Speedway with this 2025 Low Rider S. Now, the fact that I've always been a fan of the Low Rider S ever since it came out, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you are, especially you Sons of Anarchy watchers, which I watched the show too. I've probably seen that season 3 times, like the whole entire series, multiple times. When it first dropped on the Dyna platform, epic motorcycle, hands down. Still to this day, a motorcycle I want to get in my garage is the 2017 Low Rider S on that Dyna platform. But I'm gonna be completely honest, the Softail version of the Low Rider S is a better performing motorcycle. Now, don't boycott me or nothing already. I mean, pretty sure most of y'all already know that. But we're gonna go over the specs of this motorcycle, then we're gonna get out on the road and ride it. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I think this bike is a little bit better than the Dyna. So this bike comes with the 117 high output Milwaukee 8 motor, putting out 114 horsepower and 128 foot-pounds of torque. It's got a running weight of 670 pounds, a 5-gallon tank with 47 estimated miles to the gallon, a stock seat height of 27 inches, 43mm inverted forks up front, an adjustable mono shock in the rear that you cannot see because it's tucked way up in there. And you got all the safety features like anti-lock brakes, traction control, drag torque slip, cornering enhanced ABS and traction control. I mean, that thing probably got more safety enhancements than some of my vehicles. You got a 19-inch front wheel, a 16-inch rear, and yeah, you're seeing it. We finally got 2-in-1 exhaust on this baby. I feel like it should have came like that from the jump. You're also going to get an upgrade of this button right here. Ride modes, baby. Ride mode. Look at that. You got full LED lighting. Full LED lighting. Yeah, you got that shit in the back too. So yeah, while minor updates have been done to this bike since it's been on the Softail platform, those minor updates is definitely worth it, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Y'all can put y'all opinions down below. All right, so real quick before I throw my gear on and we get out here on the road, I'm gonna let y'all hear how she sounds, and I'm gonna let you see how a 6-foot, 230-pound human being looks on this motorcycle. I'm gonna just do a quick loop and then we'll get out on the road. All right, so that's enough parking lot pimping. Let's ride.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. King Kong ain't got you on me.
All right, so let's get this girl cranked up. We're gonna start out in rain mode, and then we're gonna go through rain, road, and sport. Pretty sure everyone who watches the channel knows exactly what I'm gonna say about rain mode, road mode, and probably sport mode. All right, let's do it. So we're starting off in rain mode. Now, rain mode is going to be that multi-purpose mode, especially for you newer riders. Don't let getting a bike that will last you and you'll be able to grow with discourage you. Use rain mode. Rain mode is a great option. It's not just for the, well, it is for the rain, because what it does is prevent that rear wheel from slipping, but it also reduces the amount of throttle response you're going to get out of your throttle, which is perfect for newer riders who have not mastered their throttle control. So you can throw it in rain mode and you can get something like this Low Rider S, or like a Street Bob, or any of these new soft tail motorcycles or touring bikes, depending on what you're looking for, and you can get out and ride and have a great time. This bike is so easy to maneuver, but rain mode is not going to throw you back in your seat. It'll still give you power when you need to go, but it's just not going to deliver the power as quickly as it would in road or sport mode. So like right here, we're in first gear, I'm gonna roll on, and that was like half a throttle. Typically that would throw you back in your seat, but it's delivered so smooth that anyone can handle this. If you can ride a Rebel 250 or 300 or whatever you took your riding academy class in, you can ride this bike in rain mode as long as you're comfortable with the weight of it, but it does feel really well balanced. I always suggest, because a lot of people be like, oh, this is the bike I really want, but I heard that's not a beginner bike, I'm gonna get this one instead. My suggestion to those people is get the bike you like, go sit on it. If you're comfortable sitting on the bike and holding the bike up, you'll probably be okay with that motorcycle. And if you like your bike more, you're gonna ride it more. And when you ride it more, you're gonna develop your skills more. And the more you develop your skills, the better and safer rider you'll be. You get what I'm saying? There are so many people out here. I'm not about to stay in rain mode too long. I don't like rain mode. It's not that fun for me. I mean, it's good to have, especially when it's raining. But there's so many people out here. Look at this. I'm gonna roll on throttle. It just, it ain't doing nothing. Like, it's very toned down, but it'll get up to speed. But, you know, it's perfect for a newer rider or when it's wet out. Let's jump into road mode. Now, there's so many riders out there who pick up a motorcycle that's more of like a beginner bike just so they can learn on it and everything. And then they just don't like the motorcycle, so they don't ride it as much. So it takes them longer to get good at riding so that they can upgrade to the bike they really want. So if you're going to get a beginner bike, at least get one you really, really like. Like, I know some people who will jump on a like a Grom or a Z125 Pro. They'll pick those up, and I don't have a problem with those being beginner bikes because they're super fun to ride. So if you get one of those, it's likely you'll just keep that and still get yourself the bike of your dreams. So that's an option too, just to develop skills. But let's get back to talking about this this Low Rider S I'm on. So the Softail platform is definitely going to be better than your Dyna Low Rider S. Now, if I had to choose between the Softail and the Dyna Low Rider S, I'll wait to the end to answer that. The reason it's going to be better is the suspension. The suspension is a lot better on the Softail. It's going to dampen those imperfections in the road a lot better. It's going to perform better in the corners. It's just going to be a better ride overall. And some people aren't a fan of all that vibration. They just weren't a fan of the vibration that the previous generation Dynas used to put out. The Milwaukee 8 is a much smoother motorcycle. You're not going to get a ton of vibration. Now, if you throw an exhaust on here, which you should, if you don't, there's something wrong with you. But if you throw an exhaust on here, once you throw the exhaust on here, then you will feel the vibration, but that vibration is coming from the exhaust. It's not going to be like resonating or blowing through your handlebars all like that, but you'll get a little bit of rumble. Probably get a lot of rumble with the right exhaust. I'm actually hearing some growl come out of this exhaust right now. It's 2-in-1. I do like that they finally put the 2-in-1 on here, but the bike is extremely nimble, and this is what I would call a performance cruiser. You got that high output 117 on here. You've got a really good lean angle. The bike definitely will lean over in the corner, you know, and it's torquey. It's a torquey machine. This thing got some power, especially for the lightweight of it. I know a lot of people who aren't on Harleys are going to be like, that's not light, it's over 600 pounds. This is a lightweight Harley, especially for a cruiser of this size, that you can do as much as you can do with this bike. So the sun is directly behind me, blazing right now, because everything else is bright, but I can still see my display clear as day. You got this option right here, where if you want to cycle through your display, you get your trip A, trip B, remaining mileage to this tank of fuel. You're going to get a clock, which is rare I ever see that set. You get an RPM gauge that's going to be digital. You get your front tire pressure, your rear tire pressure, and then you're back to your odometer. You also got cruise control on here. Your high beam, low beam is located up here. You've got your left turn signal, your right turn signal, your horn, which I'm not going to blow because they may think I'm blowing at them. Then you got your mode button over here, traction control options, your hazard switch, your run, kill switch. I mean, the bike is pretty much set up the same way the previous generation Low Rider S was, but these are a lot more beefier. They're almost fugly, they're so beefy. But I mean, I guess they're serving a purpose. Maybe there's some stuff in there I don't know about, but these joints is thick. Them some thick one. Why am I rubbing it like that? So again, I'm 6 feet tall, 230 pounds. I don't know, did I have bunt cakes today? Maybe. No, I haven't had it yet. So yeah, I'm probably around 230, 228. We're gonna say 227.3. Yeah, that sounds good. But the bike is comfortable. I mean, my knees are not at a right angle. I feel like I'm sitting a little bit lower, or to where my knees are kind of bent a little bit more than a right angle. But you can adjust that easily by swapping out your seat. And if this was my motorcycle, it would have a saddleman on it, which the saddleman will pick you up just a little bit, so you'll be in a little bit different seating position. The handlebar placement, perfect where it is. You know, it's a little bit lower than my shoulders. I probably could go half an inch or an inch higher to be more comfortable, but where the bars are right now give you complete control over the motorcycle. As you can see, this thing is super duper flickable, baby. And this road I'm on right now has so many imperfections, and this soft tail frame and suspension is just devouring these imperfections. It's just eating them up. It ain't affecting my ride at all. I mean, can I feel the imperfections in the road? Yeah, I can feel them, but are they making my ride less enjoyable? No. It's like I'm not feeling them a lot. I can just tell they're there. Now I'm in road mode, which you get some get up out of road mode, but road mode is going to be the road most people will spend the majority of their time in, unless you're like a daredevil or you just like to rip it. Then you'll probably stay in sport mode. But road mode does a great job at delivering that 117 power smoothly. Sport mode delivers it aggressively. So there is definitely a difference between the modes on this motorcycle. One thing I would say you want to do immediately, which I just said back there, is upgrade your exhaust. That's going to help enhance the sound of the bike, and in my opinion, it makes you safer out here on the road because people can hear you more than they can hear you right now. They're not going to hear you tremendously well, especially if you're behind them, but they will hear you a little bit more, says the guy that drives a Tesla, who the only sound you hear out of that goes wow. Yeah. But definitely upgrade your exhaust. It's definitely gonna help out the motorcycle a wee bit. And if you want, you can upgrade that front suspension. The suspension that comes with the bike is by no means slacking. That suspension's on point. Ah, dang, I'm gonna take that, because it was yellow, y'all. It was yellow. So that suspension is on point. Let's jump into sport mode. That suspension is definitely on point, and it does what it needs to do. It does a great job at dampening the road, you know, You're gonna stick to it's good suspension. I don't know the words that I'm trying to say right now, but the suspension on point. But if you want to upgrade it, you can even upgrade your rear suspension. A lot of people do that. So now we're in sport mode. We're in third gear. I can't slow down too much more than this because I have a vehicle behind me. But if I want to roll on throttle, oh goodness, I can go. This girl will get out of the way. You got to think, this is the same 117 that is on the baggers, the touring motorcycles. So it's on a much lighter frame with the same amount of power and performance, this high output. So it's gonna rip. It's going to move you, the motorcycle, your soul. The ride of this thing is definitely on point. Like, it's a much better ride than my Dyna, which is a older Dyna. So it's not necessarily apples to apples because I'm on a 2006. This is 2025, so it's almost 20 years newer than mine. But I mean, look at how this baby's handling the road. It just wants to eat. It wants to absolutely eat the road. All right, so we're down in second, 40 miles per hour. And if I roll on, it'll move and you'll hear some growl. And you can feel it. You feel it just taking off. So this is one amazing machine. And I love this bike. There's so much you could do to this motorcycle. So I'm gonna answer two questions here at the end. The first is gonna be, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely would I put this motorcycle in my garage? And the answer to that is definitely a 10. There's no reason I wouldn't want this in my garage. I'd definitely put the Low Rider S in my garage, the Low Rider ST, any other, like the Low Rider platform, the Low Riders, I would put those in my garage because I love these motorcycles. Now, the other question is, if I had to choose between a 2017 Low Rider S and this motorcycle, which one would I personally choose? At this current moment in my life, I'd choose the 2017. It is not because it's a better performing motorcycle, because it's not. It's definitely not a better performing motorcycle. It's because of how much character that motorcycle has, and because of how long and how bad I want one of those too. But it's just something about those older Harleys. They have so much character. Now, don't get me wrong, these new ones still have character. It's just a little different. It's more refined versus the older ones are more raw. You know, they're really, really raw. Now, when it comes to the touring platforms, I would choose the new generations over the older ones, because the newer ones feel a lot lighter, they perform better, and I just like those better. But when it comes to the Low Rider S, I prefer the 2016, 2017 Low Rider S over these new ones. Comment down below, what are y'all thoughts on that? I'm pretty sure some people are going to be like, oh, you're crazy. You know, the new one is so much better, which you're right. It's a much better motorcycle. It is. But I prefer the character of the 2017s, and the aftermarket community for them joints is insane. The amount of parts and things you can get for those is just, it's just nuts. It's about the same on these two. You can get a lot of stuff for them. You can pretty much change everything on this bike, but I'm in love with the 2017. So if you had this sitting next to a 2017 with low miles and you said you could have either one of those, throw me the 2017, baby. Throw me the 2017. We're gonna jump back into road mode here. So we are pulling back up to Speedway Harley-Davidson. We're like a couple millimeters away from there. Not millimeters, but you know, we're right here turning. So I want to make sure that y'all are enjoying the content. I do apologize. I haven't been getting the reviews out as much as I would like to this year. I'm trying to get them all in here at the end of the year. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go subscribe to Speedway Harley-Davidson's channel as well. Comment on this video. Comment. Give this a thumbs up. Share this video on your social media feed. Share it with your friends. You know, bring more people to the community. But I'm about to pull this baby back into the dealership, and I got like an hour left. I think it's roughly around 5 o'clock. I get off at 6, and I have not had lunch yet. So I'm gonna go have lunch and yeah, call it a day. So I will see y'all in that next one. I hope you enjoyed the ride with me here. But yeah, deuces. Love y'all. Ride safe and all that good stuff.
Infinit Ryda.